Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today I did this cut crease for you guys today. Towards the end of the video I did mention that this was my first cut crease ever doing, and I believe it came out pretty well. Once I did one eye, I said, oh yeah, we gotta film this. So yeah, if you guys want to see how I got this look right here, then just keep watching the video. So I'm gonna work on the next one. The first thing that I used was primed my eyes with the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NC45. Then I went ahead and set that with my Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Powder in Nutmeg. So next we're going to move on to lining out our crease area. So what I used was this Avon eyeliner in Copper G21, and it looks like that. And basically when you're going to do a cut crease, you are going to basically fake a crease in a way. For me, I have hooded eyelids, so obviously you can see my crease is actually right here, but this part just, you know, slouches down on it, so we're going to fake a crease. So the way you do that is you can tilt your head back a little bit and you can see where your natural crease is. You're just going to go ahead and line a bit above it. So I'm going to take the liner and I'm going to tilt my head back, and I can see right here where my crease is. I'm just going to go ahead and just draw a line. Sorry, I can't do this and talk, so you'll just see what I do. Like that. So I went ahead and just drew a little line. It's very light, you can't really tell, but that's what we want, because if you draw a harsh line on there and that's not what you want, it's kind of harder for you to disguise that. And I forgot to also mention I have some tape right here. I just used just regular clear tape. Anything will work. I ran it across the back of my hand for a little bit so I can take some of the tackiness off so it's not pulling on my skin. I just want a nice clean line when we finish applying our eyeshadow, which is why I'm using the tape. So once we have that line, I'm going to go ahead and take a fluffy brush, and I'm going to go ahead and just work above it with no product on the brush at all, and just diffuse the line just a little bit. Like that. I'm going to go back in with the liner, and I'm going to flick the line upwards. So I'm just going to go ahead and flick it up a little, and that just broke. Alright, let's try that again. So we're going to flick it upwards, like that. And now I'm going to go in with my contour powder that I always use from Anastasia, and it looks like that, and it's in Expresso. I'm just going to go in with that same fluffy brush, and we're going to work that in our upper crease area. And now we're going to move on to defining that cut crease a little. I'm going to go into my Sleek palette right here, and I'm going to take this dark cranberry shade right over here, and I'm going to use a angle brush like so, and we're going to basically line where we use that eyeliner at, just to deepen that a little bit. because like I said, we don't want to just go automatically and put a dark color or do a harsh line, because then it will be very easy, very hard for us to blend it out if we didn't like it. So now we can, since we like where our line is and how it blended out, we can go in with a darker color to define it a little bit more. Now we're going to do the same step. I'm going to take the same brush and my contour powder Expresso. I want to go ahead and work that and blend out that color we just laid down. Yes, that's a lot of blending, but if you don't want harsh lines, then you gotta blend, 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 and blend. So this is. So we're just gonna blend it out a little bit more. Like so. So next thing we're going to move on, we're going to use a dark eyeshadow, which will be black. I'm going to take the same angled brush and then go in with the black one right next to it. And we're going to line that crease one more time. Like that. So now you can even see more. Then I'm just going to flick it back. Just so that way it can blend into the other shadows and you'll see a gradient effect between the colors. Like that. Then we're going to do the same thing. It's pretty repetitive. It's nothing hard at all. And once you keep practicing, you'll get it down packed. Okay, so now once we have our cut crease defined, we're going to go ahead and move on just cleaning it up a little bit so where we can actually see it. I'm going to go in with my NYX Jumbo Eye Pencil in Milk, and it looks like this. I'm just going to go ahead and apply this to the eyelids, and this is also going to make our eyeshadow that we're going to apply underneath here pop, so our cut crease can be very out there. So I'm just using my finger to apply it and blend it out. Now once I get to the top part up here, I don't want to wipe that out. So I'm going to go in with a flat brush. I'm just trying to find it. I'm going to go in with a flat brush like this and take some from the pencil, and we're going to just slightly go underneath it slowly so we don't mess it up. And that way you see our crease better. Like so. So now I'm going to go in with this palette from BH Cosmetics, and I'm going to take this color right down here, and I don't know how to describe this color, but it looks white, but it comes off like it has green and silver, gold little reflexes. It kind of looks like the eyeshadow is green in a way, but it's not. But obviously here it looks white. So I'm going to go in with another flat brush, and I'm going to take my MAC Fix Plus. I'm going to spray that on my brush like that. So that way when we apply that shadow, it's more vibrant. and it stands out a lot better. Just gonna go ahead and pack this all over the eyelids like so. Like so. And then once we have that on, just if you kind of messed up your cut crease a little, I'm going to take a small tiny angle brush. I believe this is a lip like a lip liner brush, but we're going to use it to define our crease. I'm going to take that cranberry shade that we first applied before the black and just go in and define it a little bit more. Like that. And then go in with the same little brush and blend it out. Like that. Go ahead now and move on to our eyeliner. I'm going to use the NYC liquid liner in black. So I'm just going to go ahead and do that real fast. Have our eyeliner done, we're going to move on to lashes. The lashes that I'm going to be using is by Kiss, and it is the KPM 1-2. It just looks like that. So I'm going to go ahead and apply it, and I will be right back. Okay, so once our eyelashes are on, we're going to move on to the rest of our face. I'm going to moisturize with my Dual Power Moisturizer, and I'm going to apply that all over my face. And yes, I forgot to mention, I already have my eyebrows done already. Before I do an eyeshadow look, even if I'm not like recording or anything, my eyebrows need to be done because that way I can see like the structure of my face, if you know what I'm saying. But I just have to have my eyebrows done before I do like my foundation, like my whole face, and then work on my eyeshadow. But since we were doing a different look today, I didn't want fallout coming on my foundation and stuff. So yeah, and the primer I'm using is by Revlon. It is their Photo Ready primer. I didn't mention. It'll fit. Okay, so I'm going to move on to foundation, and the foundation that I'm going to be using is the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte Foundation, and my color is in Coca is in Coca 112. So I like this foundation. The only thing with this, I do not like it applying it with my brush. So when I use like my Sigma Flat Top Kabuki F80, I hate the way it applies it to my face. I have to use my beauty blender for some reason. It's the best way that works for me. So I'm just gonna dot my foundation all over because I like to apply with my fingers and just distribute where I want it and then blend it in. So that's just my preference. Kind of almost got a brow there. And I'm going to stipple, well, pounce the beauty blender all over my face. Once I have that distributed all over my face, I'm going to go into concealer. And I know I was supposed to do a contour and highlight video, which I did, but for some reason I don't know what happened to it. So I'm just going to do it now and just show you guys how I conceal and contour. So I'm going to take my same concealer, which is the MAC Pro Longwear concealer, and I'm going to take a pump on the back of my hand like this, and I'm going to take a little foundation brush like this, and I'm going to highlight my forehead area, down my nose, on my chin, underneath my eyes, and that's it. Usually I'll do that on my eyelids as well, but since we already have eyeshadow on, we can do that. So I'm going to apply underneath my eyes. And the way I conceal is in the triangle motion, like so. I feel like it's the best way for me to conceal underneath my eyes and to highlight as well. Like that. So now I'm going to blend it out with my beauty blender, and to you guys it might be a lot of concealer to you, but this is what my preference is on how much concealer that I want to use. And plus, when I use my beauty blender, it absorbs extra product, so it's not like I'm just gonna go out in public looking like this, because I don't want to do that. So just gonna blend it out. Okay, so once we're done blending that out, I'm going to go in with my Real Techniques buffering brush, and just to furthermore blend out that concealer. Okay, so now we're going to move on to contouring. I'm going to use my same one that I always use, which is the Anastasia Beverly Hills Contour Kit, and it looks like this. And my contour powder is right here, since we're using that to blend out our shadow. I'm going to take it on a another fluffy brush like this, and I'm going to use this to define my cheekbones. So I contour my cheek area, my temples, and then my chin, and sometimes on my nose. So I'll just go ahead and make a fishy face like this. And I want to contour right there underneath my cheekbones. Use that brush, I'm going to go in with another Real Techniques brush, and it's their contouring brush, and I'm going to blend out that line. heavy on the contouring on the cheeks, because for this look I'm not going to put on a blush. I think this look will, for me personally, you can put blush on if you want to, but for me today I'm going to skip the blush for today. I think this look looks better on its own without the blush, and I'm just going to do a contour and a highlight. So the highlight powder that I love to use, if I can find my tweezers. The highlight powder that I love to use is 10K, which is from the same contour palette, and it looks like this, and it's what I use all the time. And I'm going to take it on a fan brush like this, and I'm going to apply this to the highest points of my cheekbones. Like that, and on my temple a little bit. I'm going to do on my nose and my chin. Like that. And I'm going to take a stippling brush and blend that out so it's not too harsh. And we're going to work now on the lower lash line. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with the Slate palette again, and I'm going to take a definer brush, and I'm going to go in and pack it on to the brush, and we're just going to run this underneath the lower lash line. We're going to run some mascara at our bottom. I'm going to use the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express, and the wand looks like that. I'm just going to run this at the bottom. I swear, when I'm not doing anything, no one texts me. But when I decide to film, I get all the text messages. Okay, now once we got that done, we're going to highlight our inner corners. I'm going to go in with my Naked Urban Decay Basics palette, and I've used this before. I'm going to go in with this shade right here, and it's called Venus, and I love using this to open up the inner corners. It's just a really nice highlight, inner corner highlight shade, if that makes sense. I like using it in this part of my eyeshadows. So like that, and it just opens up the eyes. Since we got a little darkness going on at the bottom, it really opens it up so we can see what's going on with our eyeshadows. Okay, so now I'm going to take I'm going to take this brush right here from Real Techniques, and I'm going to take the color Foxy, which is the second one next to Venus, and I'm going to highlight our brow bone area. And we're going to move on to our lips. I'm going to use this pencil and dark brown. It's a brow definer, but I like to use it for the lip liner, and I don't like it for my brows at all. It's too light. So I'm just going to go ahead and line my lips. I know that kind of looks weird, but I'm just going to line it, and then I'm going to take my NYX Soft Matte Cream in London and apply this to the center. Look in a way, just creating my own little concoction because this look, I don't need a bright look with it. We already got a lot going on the eyes, so I just want to have a little nude, kind of dark, neutral lip in a way, if that makes sense. Like that, so that way the lips is not taken away from the eyes. Alright, so this is the completed look. I really enjoyed doing this makeup look right here, and you won't believe this will be this is my first time doing a cut crease. I've never done a cut crease before, and I think it came out really good. So if you guys think it came out good, make sure you comment down below. Don't forget to like my video. And if you want to see more videos from me, then make sure you subscribe as well. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you guys in my next one.